That's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A final shot before break. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a quick throw out left. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
To Sterling Shepard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Do what we do.
Touchdown,
Do what we do.
Chicago. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
The sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 22.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out to the right here to Shepard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it's 3rd down.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
By the Giants.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Bears 26, Giants 9. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, team. Great. It's going to be a long day. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
1-yard line.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39.
Jimmy.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle by
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they're going to have it up. Made at the Giants' 40. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary, so I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly, and how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Draw play to the running back.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's make these babies cry.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And they take a knee.
Today's final score, Bears 40.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.
Can they? I mean...